Welcome back to AutoScoop with Adam Goldfine and Joyce Littell.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. This is so real world. You know, the phone lines, as we say, are blowing up because people have had these problems, and unfortunately, I think a lot of them doesn't know to come and see you because, I mean, cost is a big factor nowadays. So let's go to the phone lines and talk to Terry. He's calling out of Marietta. Terry, what's your question for Adam and Richard? Hello, Terry?
Terry, you there?
Yeah.
What's your question, my friend?
All right. My question is that if you are coming from or going to work, to your job, how long will the employer have to hold that position or hold that job for you?
Oh, so if you're out of work, you're saying?
No, I said if you're on your way to work or from work and you get into an accident, how long will the employer have to hold your job for you?
So if you get an accident on the way to work as opposed to laying you off at that time?
Excuse me, I didn't hear you.
As opposed to laying you off at that time?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't know that if they have to hold it unless it's under, let's say, the Family Medical Leave Act or something like that.
Right, which that typically is going to be a longer period of time that you're going to be disabled or injured. The Workers' Comp Act does not really address, you know, their having to keep you as an employee.
Really?
If they fire you, then that might make it easier, or you may be eligible for income benefits, but the Workers' Comp Act itself does not require the employer to maintain your position or maintain your employment.
Can somebody be fired because they filed a workers' comp claim?
Well, you know, I don't specialize in employment law. I do workers' comp, and from a comp standpoint, they can fire you. This is an at-will state. Now, if you're fired, you know, for a race, religion, sex, national origin, age, or, you know, American with Disability Act scenario, and again, that's not my expertise, but those are the protected classes. But as from a workers' comp standpoint, you know, it may improve your position as far as being eligible for income benefits because they've lost the right to offer you any light duty job. If you have a job, then if they provide light duty, you're going to need to go try to do it. If they fired you, then they permanently said, we're not going to offer you any light duty job even if the doctors have you on light duty restrictions. But the act itself does not state that they have to keep your job or position open.
All right, let's go to Adrian. Thanks for checking us out in Atlanta. Adrian, what's your question?
Hi, yes. I was listening and I heard about the statute of limitations. Now, I was injured on my job, fell out the chair as well, and as I was hanging up the phone and the chair fell over my head, so I got like a head injury, arm, neck injury. And I've left the job since now, it was 2006 of August, but they denied the bill like a year ago, and now the bill has been put on me. So is it too late to try to get my benefits, you know, get them to pay the bill? And I done started receiving, well, I started getting injury results from the injury again, you know, like problems with my neck. And for 2 months, my hand and on my finger was twitching by itself just due to the pain in my neck.
You know, it's such a shame. People get neck injuries and head injuries,
right.
And if they don't act on it, what happens? I mean, if the statute of limitations told, what happens?
Well, if the statute is told, then you're not going to have a claim at that point. That would be a defense to their having to pay for medical or income benefits or anything else. Now, again, you know, there is a free report that I've got that really gives these kinds of, you know, this information in detail, and that's something I'd highly recommend that you get. There's no expense for it. If you just email at freereport@griffinlawfirm.net, then we'll send you that. Or give us a call at 404-303-8400, and we can talk about each specific case, because you don't want to just assume the statute's run. It is a moving statute. You've got 1 year to file the WC-14 notice of claim, but that is moving. If they've paid for medical within the last year, then the case could still be open, and we'd need to request a hearing if they're not going to agree to abide by that. The other thing is, she'd mentioned bills.
They have to get
It's
help. Do you hear all this? My head is spinning.
If
If my head's spinning, their head has got to be like flipping.
Yes. I mean, I just
You know
wouldn't
what?
think.
Here's the thing. Get the help and protection you deserve. You are entitled. You are entitled. This is one of those times, I don't like the word typically, but you are entitled to the protection. You're entitled to what the law is. Hey, Richard, when we come back, I want to know how much is like a finger worth, or a hand, or an arm, or a leg,
Or an eye.
or an ear.